And as we've seen all day, the despicable threats against Democratic politicians. This is very dangerous. We have got to make sure the American people are safe and secure. Should have been condemned by all decent Americans. It's the right thing to do. Donald Trump Jr. tweeting today, as someone whose family has directly been the victim of these mail threats, I condemn whoever did this, regardless of party or ideology. This crap has to stop. I hope they end up in jail for a long time. Joining us now with reaction from the Trump Organization, the son of the president, Eric Trump, is with us. You know, it really does bring into focus, Madonna, I dream an awful lot about blowing up the White House. It really does bring into focus the things that have been said about you, about your entire family, a severed head of your father. Listen, your father is outspoken, iconoclastic, and he fights for what he wants, and he takes people on. Very different from what Maxine Waters has been doing, or the month-long getting in people's faces and confrontations with women and children, though.
No question about it. It's very different than Eric Holder. I mean, I thought your opening monologue was beautiful. And, Sean, these people should be hunted down, and they should be thrown in jail for a very, very long time. It's that simple. It doesn't matter which party it is. Hey, last year I had white powder sent to my house. Don had white powder sent to his house. You know, the white powder literally blew up in my wife's face, right? And the FBI and the Secret Service, they caught the guy and they threw him in jail. They need to do the exact same thing to this person. They need to hunt this person down. They need to throw the person in jail, and they need to throw away the key. Because honestly, the lack of civility is unreal. This isn't the country we are. This isn't who we are. There are many Democrats, you know, who are, you know, and Republicans. They're all great people. The vast, vast, vast majority of people are great people. They don't want this nonsense. This isn't right.
You know, I've watched the horrible things said about your sister.
Yeah.
I've watched what your younger brother, Barron, has had to go through. I watched the most vile things said about Melania, who is, you know, a wonderful woman. Sure. I've gotten to know her personally. Forget about the president. He's in the arena. Like you, I've had white powder sent to me and other threats far worse than that. Yeah. And I really sympathize with what these people and organizations are going through today, because I've been there. But the reality is most of them have been silent with Maxine Waters in the lead up to this, and Pam Bondi, Secretary Nielsen, Sarah Sanders, Ted Cruz and his wife, Henry Kissinger, Mitch McConnell, 4 instances for him, and the latest this weekend, Kevin McCarthy having a boulder thrown through his office window. They've been virtually silent on these instances. Not
to mention pickup trucks that are being torched in parking lots at rallies and so many other things. I mean, how hard is it just to say that this is not right, that everybody condemns this regardless of what political side you're on? Everybody condemns it. And these people deserve to be in jail for a very long time, and this doesn't represent a political party. I mean, how hard is that to say? And, you know, you see some of the kind of diatribes that CNN went on today and so many of the other news networks went on today, and it just further deepens the divide that does not need to exist, because this has nothing to do with the good people of this country.
You know, and it's funny, they're so upset that your dad, I believe rightfully, calls out fake news. Sure. We have watched for almost 2 years, well, beyond 2 years, if you take the election into account, that every second, every minute, every hour of every day, they just trash your father, say anything they want to say, and then when they called out, for example, they always gave Hillary a pass. They gave Obama a pass. They're attacking your father with conspiracy theories and lies about Russia for 2 years, and they're wrong. Your dad calls them out for being fake, and they are, and somehow they're going to equate that to a call for violence. That is total BS, and they've got to know that.
There's no question about it. I mean, they're all for the First Amendment until you say something that they disagree with, and then they're no longer for the First Amendment. And, you know, it's why Twitter, it's why social, it's why these rallies. I mean, I was in Houston the other day. My father had 22,000 people in the audience. He had 50,000 people outside. It's why it's been such a powerful tool for him, because he can talk to the American people and he can cut through the nonsense. And think about the coastal media, Sean. You know this better than any human being in the world, but it's controlled by a very small group of elitists. They don't like him. They don't like his message. They got it wrong. They never said he could win. They didn't think he could win. They gave him a 1 point, in terms of the New York Times, they gave him a 1.9% chance of winning on Election Day. And now they're doubling down. They double down again. And so it's that hypocrisy. I mean, they don't want my father to be right. You know, they want to do anything they can to use anything against my father. And Sean, I say this all the time. They're going to get it wrong again. I mean, they're absolutely going to get it wrong again.
What's your take on the midterm? I see Republicans, I believe they'll hold the Senate. It's a harder read in the House. I do believe that everything is in play, and it's all going to be about turnout.
It is about turnout. And if the army of Trump gets out there, we will win. If people are complacent, they stay at home, I don't think we will, right? I mean, the army of Trump has to get out. And I hear it all the time, Sean. Well, my guy's Trump. My guy's not on the ballot. I go, you can't think that way. You have to get out. You have to vote. If you're not voting Republican, if you are not voting Republican, you are effectively voting against my father, and you have to get out. I mean, the country is doing so well. Our economy is doing well. I mean, it just everything about our nation is...
We know what the Pelosi agenda is. They want to impeach your dad. They want to keep Obamacare disaster. They want their crumbs back. Sure. They want open borders. Sure. And, you know,
and they want to double your taxes, Sean. They want to double your taxes, and they want to fight law enforcement. They want to abolish ICE, and they want to do so many other things. This country is on fire. It is doing so well, and we have to keep Republicans in power.
You know, it's a weird position to be in that they almost have to cheer for America to do as bad as we did in the Obama years so they can get their power back. And just the opposite has happened. We've had 2 years of amazing prosperity. What I'm arguing, Eric, is if you vote for any Democrat in any district in the House, you're voting for Pelosi. If you don't show up, that's a half a vote for Pelosi. And if you vote for any Democratic senator, you just might as well vote for Chuck Schumer because that's what you're getting.
Yeah, no, that's 100% right. I mean, they would rather see America fail than my father succeed. I've said that for years. They'd rather see America fail than my father succeed. And
that's sad.
Republicans have to get out there. You have to vote, and we have to keep on winning for this country.
13 days from tonight, we'll be giving out the results right here on the Fox News Channel. All right, Eric, good to see you. Thank you.